When I received my letter from Northeastern so many months ago, telling me I had been accepted to NUin, my only feeling was excitement. You would think that starting college in a foreign country would be a daunting task for some people, but not me. I knew right away I wanted to be part of this incredible experience. The news that I would start off college in Greece came as a shock to my friends. Being from a small town in New Jersey, none of my friends even left the East Coast for college, and here I was saying I'd be halfway across the world. After living here for these past few months, I can honestly say the decision was the best choice I've ever made. I'm McCarthy, and this is my global experience. Leaving my friends and family behind, on September 17, 2012, I got on a plane and embarked on the most important adventure of my life. When we landed in Greece, I was so excited for my college career to begin. I'll admit that at first I was slightly intimidated. I didn't know anyone else or even the language. The first few days we were shown around, and the city looked like a huge obstacle that I would never be able to tackle. I soon found out the city would become my home, and these strangers my family. Adjusting to the Greek culture was definitely new to me. Some traditions, for example, stores not being available 24/7, but rather closing at 2 p.m., were very different, but the Greek hospitality was so welcoming. I remember always going to Grillo so I could actually use the internet and for some delicious food. I feel as though I am now actually part of the city. Thessaloniki is filled with things to do, and no other college freshman has the opportunity to be surrounded by so much history, culture, and life. There are ancient ruins all around Greece. Even downtown, where they were planning on building the subway system, you can look down and see the ruins they ran into. There's so many cafes you can sit at on the weekend and stare out into the Mediterranean and be at peace. One way I was especially able to connect with the city was through one of the classes I took, called Thessaloniki, a City and Its Inhabitants. The class was about Thessaloniki and the different roles it played throughout history, which was especially cool because this is now what I called home. Knowing so much about the place I lived really made it meaningful when I would walk around and see different parts of the city, for example the White Tower, and knowing the many uses of the tower throughout the centuries. In that class, we took many quick field trips to different museums, such as the Byzantine Museum, the Jewish Museum, and the White Tower. The morning we went to the top of the White Tower was when I finally felt like Thessaloniki was my home. Another class that stuck out to me was calculus. Mr. Mao was one of my favorite teachers ever, simply because I've never seen a math teacher so happy every day. A huge difference that we encountered for normal freshmen was our service lane. I was assigned to the bus cleaning project, whose main goal was to begin to clean up the city, starting with the bus stops. Although I love Thessaloniki, seeing the graffiti and the garbage everywhere was something new to me. All the bus stops of the city are covered in posters, chip paint, and graffiti. We took the posters down, scraped off the chip paint and graffiti, and repainted them. I really like that instead of repainting them all black like they used to be, they are now in bright blues and yellows and greens. The symbol for this project was the Greek letter gamma, which was divided into pieces and supposed to remind us to keep the city clean. I think it was a great idea, but I was disappointed in the organization of the project. More than once, I would go to the municipality only to be sent home because there wasn't anything for me to do. I hope that the cleaning initiative takes hold though, and the city becomes cleaner. I'm happy I at least got to repaint some of the bus stops. It was rewarding seeing my hard work pay off as I walked around. When we weren't busy with schoolwork or service projects, there was always a ton to do with our free time. During the week, things like playing on the ACT soccer team helped me make new American and Greek friends. We even got to play in some friendly matches against other Greek schools. There was also so many amazing trips to go on. We went to Helki-Diki, a paradise where we saw beautiful monasteries and crystal clear beaches. We saw Athens and the Parthenon, the Oracle of Delphi, and so much more. My family even got to visit, and we went to Santorini, a town built inside a erupted volcano. A highlight of my trip was definitely climbing to the top of Mount Olympus. Aside from the lodge bonding time, it was a strenuous 2 days. The climb up may have been scary at times, where there was a path not even wide enough for your foot, and if you slipped you would fall hundreds of feet, but being at the top of the mountain was breathtaking, and seeing Zeus's throne made me feel like one of the gods. I am so grateful I got to experience it in Greece. Overall, I have no regrets studying abroad my first semester, even though at times the Wi-Fi may not have been great at the hotel. Sometimes the city was a little chaotic, and I still don't understand how parking works. Throughout the semester, I've met amazing people and made lifelong friends. I've learned so much about Greece and about myself, and I would have not done anything different if given the chance. Going back to Northeastern, I feel I will bring such a different global perspective to the freshman class, and I'm excited to begin my school career at Boston. But no matter what, no one will quite understand except these 115 kids I got to share the experience of a lifetime with.